Oh Lord.
Tired hoe.
Oh Lord. Ho tide. Lord. Oh
Tired
my.
hoe.
Wait a minute. Oh Lord. Hey guys.
Hello.
Welcome back to our show, The T.O. Show.
Yes, this is Tired hoe here.
And this is Oh Lord.
And yes, I'm tired. Hi. Well, how was your week?
My week was actually okay.
I mean,
It's,
oh no, it's only Tuesday.
yeah. Well, it's okay so far, gosh.
Oh golly, it was a little rough couple of days for me starting.
What's happening?
I don't know. I just feel like I just hate my job.
What you want to tell us?
I know. I just hate my job.
Go into detail.
No, I just hate my job. I mean, you guys, you ever just went to work and was like, oh my God, like, why am I here? You have that moment where you be like, oh my God, like, they don't value me. They don't worry. They don't, worship me or whatever. They don't appreciate me. I know worship is a lot, but shoot, after a while, you start using that word. You're like, dude, do you even worship me? So, nah, I just had like a couple of past few days of just, forget it. I don't want to do it. It's ridiculous. Well, enough about that. Let's get to our show.
Yes.
So, what is today's topic today?
Today's topic for you guys, we're going to do the dregs of dating. Ooh.
Oh, please have sound effects. I wanted like some storms or something. Like,
I was going to do it.
Oh yeah,
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
I love that. Okay, so yeah, I think we want to do the drags of dating. I think this was a topic that we just recently did a video about dating, but I think we really want to do different things.
Listen, dating's going to be one of those videos that you cannot run out of subjects for that. So
yeah, I'm trying to tell you, and we just really was just talking about it. The struggles of dating in the gay community. So we're really not going to talk about you straight guys. Sorry. And you straight ladies who dating each other, you heterosexual people.
Sorry.
But I think, even though I think you guys can learn something from us as well, so I don't think that it'll be something that's really pretty much so not hitting the same image of what we're trying to say. Because if they're doing it, most likely it's the same thing. So
let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and start with our first subject, which is dealing with rejection. And okay. When I was younger, I don't know about you, but when I was younger, I did not want to be rejected at all. Like, I was like, oh my God. Like, I would be so bad with it where I wouldn't even talk to people. I wouldn't even try to talk to a guy because I was like, I don't want to be rejected. I don't like that feeling of being rejected, especially in front of people. I didn't like that. But, now I still don't like it, but I'm at a place where it's like, it's okay if I'm rejected by somebody. Even if I really like the person, as long as they handled it in the right way, I'm cool with it. If you're just being like disrespectful in the way you do it, I don't like it. And even then, I don't care because it's like, I'm okay with being by myself a little bit. I mean, I do deal with, and we're going to talk about this later, something called gay loneliness. It was an article that I recently read about it.
Yes.
And we'll talk about it later, you guys. We'll talk about it later. But, yeah, rejection is one of those things that it's hard for people to handle because it's like,
it is.
It's hard. Like, especially if you really like the person, you're putting yourself out there. And for them to say no, it's like, oh, well, okay then. So it's one of those things. But I'll go ahead and turn it over to you. Tell me how you feel about it.
About rejection? Of course no one likes to be rejected. I mean, we all had our experience. I mean, I believe I had mine. And I think when I dealt with those, I mean, every time it happened or, if I felt like sometimes people don't tell you, they'll just, you'll feel it, they'll probably like not speak to you or won't text you as much, won't call you as much. So it's kind of like, letting you know, like you're not as.
Or they'll give you like that dry conversation where you're like,
yeah,
what do you want to do? Oh, I don't know. And it's just like, you're like, okay, give me something,
exactly. So, and with that, I don't know. I think every time you get better. I mean, it's kind of like a little self thing. I mean, not everybody's gonna like you. I mean, you gotta remind yourself that. I mean, been told that as kids, not everybody gonna like you, you know. And it's something that I have to take in your adult life that no everybody's not gonna like you. And one thing you got to do is knowing your self worth and like who you are and like at the end of the day, you're not that person for me. So I need to move on. So I'm good.
Yeah.
So every time you get rejected, that's the person you can just knock off the list. Okay,
Yeah.
like okay,
That's
bye.
one of those things where you could be just like, okay, well, this one doesn't like me. That's fine. Life
That's
goes on. You know, you're
fine.
gonna deal with. You're gonna find somebody else. But how did you feel about it when you were younger? Like, how did you feel about rejection when you were younger?
Okay, how young are we talking?
Just younger.
I don't
You know, way,
know.
way, 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 way deep in the past.
I don't know. I always know. I don't think I ever had a problem, pretty much, of being rejected. I never really grew up not being accepted. I would say because not for my sexuality. I mean, pretty much so. Well, I didn't know about that at the time if I was gay or not. But I really had like a group setting of people. My family, that really, had me into everything, and anybody that we affiliate with or we became friends with, and they all asked that question, like, is he gay? And they were like, no, that's my cousin or that's my brother, and he just got feminine ways, and what I'm saying, it's like I feel like knowing that they were saying like, if you're not gonna play with him, you're not gonna play with us. You know what I'm saying? So I think that that's that kind of thing they gave.
Hmm.
So I never had that feeling of being rejected
Okay.
because anybody we hung around or anybody we dealt with, they was like they stood by me. So I really not just not thinking about it now. I'm saying it. I really not realized that that really actually was going on. I know the conversations was happening because I overheard some of them, like a
Hmm.
couple, but I know that that was a conversation a lot of times growing up. So, and even though we still just became friends after they were like, oh man, this guy, I think that's gay, he's really like a cool guy, and like we're really having fun.
Yeah.
But I never had that isolation or exclusive, like excluded from anything, because I never had that problem because I have a very very bubbly personality, so I can draw people in. So I mean, it don't matter. It's like, okay, a lot of people like me, so by you not liking me, I'll still get I'll still be okay. So I don't think I really had that problem. I would say
Okay.
for me. So, but being rejected, yeah, I can. I mean, I just didn't have that problem because I had a lot of people that really was around me and really liked me. So I don't know.
Well, that is true because when you're younger, your first form of like rejection really is when you're trying to make friends with people and they don't want to be around you and stuff like that. I had a little bit of that, but I did have people who hung out with me because of, I don't know, I always had a lot of stuff and always was very giving and I was always very like almost too much where I was very friendly and nice and all that. So it was like one of those things where I was very people would talk to me, but they weren't into talking to me that much. So, that was my first form of rejection too. But when you were younger, what was your first form of feeling rejected in the dating scene kind of thing? Like guys that you were interested in?
Uh I was gonna say a story about the time where I was rejected by a girl.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. So and I really really did like her, and I was like I really really liked her really really a lot. And actually it was two girls. They had one I really really liked them, and when I tell you I had came up with a whole story. I was like, me and this girl's together. Like man, like I was like man, we together. Putting my deep voice on. Like I really really liked her, and I was just in my mind like I was dating this girl. I had wrote about her in my diary. I had diary slash journal. I had to change the word. And I really, really liked her. But I was so fearful to tell her that I liked her because I did not know if she was going to like me back. So that would have been, yeah, a form of rejection that I would not been
Yeah.
loving. I would have been like so scared. So like when I got around, I was just always hype.
Hmm.
And they had another girl, I think it was in the fourth grade. And I had approached her and I had told her, because she kept saying, like, I was like, I gotta tell you something, I gotta tell you something. She's like, what? I said, I'm not gonna tell you, I'm not gonna tell you. And then eventually I told her, and then she's like, she didn't look at me like that. I was like, it hurted. I was like, okay, how dare you? And then I was like, stop speaking to her. And then I was like, man, like, yeah, I think when the point you be rejected from someone, and regardless, even though they at least honest with you, you really just be looking like you wasn't all that anyway.
Yeah.
So
You
I
can
was
have that
like,
moment.
them pigtails is just a mess. So what was I thinking? But but I don't know. I think that was the time. Now, with guys, I don't know. I handle those very well. I don't know. I don't think I really took them that personally. I was like, okay, baby, I'm moving on. Okay, I know I got it going on. Thank you.
Yeah. When I was younger, I didn't. And I was really trying to have people like me and whatever. Now I'm not like, I do still have struggle with it a little bit because my sign is very, we want acceptance. We can handle being by ourselves.
Pisces, just like
We can handle being by ourselves. We enjoy being by ourselves. We just, sometimes we like having people around us sometimes and we want acceptance. And it's like, for me, it was hard because a lot of the things that I was really into, a lot of people weren't really into. So it was kind of like I had to struggle just to find somebody as a friend. And, it was like, what, I didn't like it. I had my sister. That was my best friend at that time because she got what I
Yeah,
was talking
he
about.
told me he wung that on me when I couldn't believe it. I said, who's your best friend? He was like, my sister. And I was like,
You're welcome.
bartender, can I just get a beer bottle? Because I'm about to bust him upside his head. I was feeling mad that day.
She was. But
how dare.
we'll be back, you guys. We'll be back, you guys.
Oh my God, the drink is hitting.
No, it's not. It's just I'm trying to make sure that that I finished what I was saying because I have a problem with that sometimes where I don't finish a sentence or a statement and then I go into the next thing and I don't finish what I was talking about previously. But yeah, my sister was my first friend and I did struggle with rejection, with trying to make friends and not really making friends because people didn't understand me. But after a while, you grow
Which
up.
is so weird. I mean, I don't know what was so weird about that.
Because I was a nerd at that time, and that wasn't popular back then. Like back
you was
then,
a nerd when I met you. I mean,
but then that was when it was okay. It's okay now to be a nerd, but when I was younger, it wasn't okay. Like being a nerd was like the thing where you couldn't be a nerd.
Yeah.
Like you could be into certain things when you were a kid. You can be into Pokemon. That's nerdy, but you couldn't be into it now. So it was like back then. It was okay to like certain things, but not at the same time, not really. So it was like I was still awkward. And then I was awkward. I'm not a people person. So, I like people, but I'm not a people person. I can't do all that. So, yeah. But, all right, you guys, we'll be back with our unpaid sponsors. Still miffed about not having any paid sponsors, right?
I am.
I know.
No.
We'll get there. All right, you guys, we'll be back after these unpaid messages. Hey, what's going on? What you doing?
Oh, nothing, child. Just on this app.
Ooh, what's going on? Let's see.
Oh my God. Oh Lord.
Oh. Okay? Give me your list. You have a list, right?
Oh yes.
You know how we like to do a little list of the ones that we're interested in and all that.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's see them. Go ahead.
All right. Let me see. Okay.
Is this the first one?
Oh my goodness. He said his status is good. He said he's HIV negative. Okay, that's kind of good.
Great. That's great. Oh no.
Wait, what?
He's saying something about he's a real one. Don't trust that. Block him.
Block. Oh Lord.
Because you know how the ones, I'm real, I'm honest. No.
Look at this one.
Oh.
This dude is older than my daddy.
Oof.
He can be my daddy's daddy.
Oof. You see the grays. I see the grays. The carpet matches the drapes, I'm sure.
I need to not block him. I need to report him.
Ooh, yes. You need to delete. Report and delete.
Definitely.
Go for it.
Definitely block situation.
Go for it.
Who's this?
Oh. Let me scroll.
Okay, let me ask for the nudes.
Yes, do it. Eh. Mm,
Where is it?
I don't know.
I thought this was for gay men. Why is it looking like? Where's the penis?
Or it's the magnifying glass.
Don't be talking about my iPhone because I know it can. It can. Oh,
No.
let's ask the audience. Audience.
No.
Let me call a friend. I think I should call a friend.
Yes,
okay,
you should.
I'm calling a friend.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh Lord, I mean, I don't know what to do. I mean, they have this guy on this app, and
What's it looking like?
it's looking like 1 inch.
Ooh.
He say he has a big heart.
You
No
can't ride a
felonies.
heart. You can't ride a heart.
Well,
You can't ride a heart.
so should I put A or B? A for block
see
'em?
if the back is looking okay. What's the back looking like?
Oh, down like 2 flat tires, honey.
Yeah, that's a ooh, that's
Is A for keep or B to block?
that's a that's a no. It's a no.
It's a B.
It's a no, dog.
Okay, it's B.
Yeah, it's
B
a
for
B.
okay. B final answer.
Final answer. It's definitely the final answer. Go ahead, do it.
Okay.
Free yourself. Block it. Block them. All right, you guys. Our sponsor for today was the block button. Because you know you need that block button.
Oh yes, honey. It has helped.
But I want to actually, let me go ahead and carry this on to Jack. Jack, I don't know what is wrong with you guys. Why am I being penalized for blocking somebody? Why do I have to suffer through a commercial for blocking somebody?
I know, send that commercial to them.
Yes. Let me send
Let
this.
them know, like, damn, I've been blocked.
I'm like blocking somebody. It's like 15 seconds. And I'm like, so I have to wait 15 seconds.
I need to set up where you should be told you blocked. Like a bing. Like, wait a minute, who blocked me? Let me go down.
No, that is so petty. Oh my gosh.
Oh, no.
But this has been sponsored by the block button, the best button that you could ever have. It's so many moments where I've blocked people and I felt better about my life after that. All right, you guys, let's get back to our show. Hey guys, we're back.
Hey.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get into our next subject. You want to start it off? Since I've been starting off all the things that we've been doing so far.
I've been letting him take full control. We're going to talk about pretty much the disappointment of dating. So pretty much we're going to get on to the point of apps. So
yeah, a little bit, and also just dating period. Because you know, there's some people get onto different areas. Because for me, when my first we have a whole whole thing about that one, and it's gonna come up soon, so we'll do that one later. Mm-hmm. But go ahead.
Well, pretty much so. How a lot of gay guys meet each other, pretty much so. Yes, through the club, but the time that they really able to speak to you and let you know what they really want,
which is never.
Is a lot of dating apps. Now, I know you guys know. I mean, if you're gay, I mean, you know.
You've known all of them.
You've
heard of them.
You know. The J attack.
Mm-hmm. You know, the other one, Grinder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna name them. You know all of them.
Shit.
You should know the good ones. You should know the ones that you're like, if you just want something sexual, you know where to go. You should know. You know all of them.
I mean, I think I want to get into the point of, you know, when I started. I think when I started using
Oh no, we're not doing that.
We're not gonna do that.
No, that's the other one.
Oh Lord,
that's the other one. It's right. That's the other one that we're gonna do. It's a whole nother story. It's that one, but we're on this one.
I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and do disappointment. Sorry, you guys.
Oh, sure.
You didn't hear any of that. All right, so let's get started. I guess.
Okay. So the disappointment
what was
in the gay dating community? I guess the disappointment is I always feel that these guys are out here. I think we're all looking for love. I feel like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. We're all looking for love. But I feel like at the same time, people, a lot of people, a lot of gay people, they're
Mhm.
always looking for that one to satisfy their own needs. Yeah, because I feel like that's what I get. That's my mind of thinking that they want this guy that this tray kind of guy. If you straight people
Mhm.
don't know what a tray is, pretty much so a gay
It's one
guy.
of you, but he's gay.
Yeah, a, a nice man who acts heterosexual, like straight looking guy,
Mhm.
just fine, hot. You know what I'm saying? And
Imagine for a lot of people, Trey Songz type, like a Trey Songz type, where he's like very attractive, he's straight acting,
yes,
he's all of those things and all that, and gay, supposedly,
yeah.
surprisingly.
So that is what I believe that the gay community is really, really looking for a lot. I would say I don't know because I don't. I think we need to be kind of like probably technical with this because I don't know pretty much so about pretty much. I think we do have kind of different cultures from pretty much so the black culture of
Yeah,
gays, the Latino culture of gay, and white culture of gays. I really
because I can tell you for white culture, it's a different version. It's different versions. Because for ours, it's the trade, and the trade guy usually is like skinny. He has abs. He's not skinny,
yeah no
skinny. He's like built.
got that like
Like Trey
that
Songz. Like I said,
yeah
just
yeah
Trey Songz, like that kind of
so
thing. But for white guys, it's different. From what I've seen, don't quote me on this.
okay
From what I've seen, a lot of it is like you have the different forms. You have the jock, which is like the white version of a Trey Songz kind of guy, like let's say
Zac
Chris.
Efron
Yes,
Zac
Zac
Efron
Efron's a good idea, but I was going more so for Chris Evans, Captain America.
okay well Zac Efron is more popular than him.
No, he's not.
Yes he is.
No, he's not.
Yes he is.
Well, he's popular in the gay community.
Whatever. Okay, look. All right.
But yeah, he is. He's that kind of thing. And then you have the twink type, which is like the really thin, skinny. He's gay, but he's young and untouched and hairless and all that. Like, you remember that guy I sent you the picture of, Brent Everett,
Which one?
the white guy that I sent you the picture of?
Oh,
Or
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
him. He's considered a twink.
Okay.
That's what a twink would look like.
Uh-huh.
Except he has abs, so it's like, you know, he's a different form of a twink. He just has a young face. That's what makes him a twink.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, we want to get into the point of that it's pretty much a different culture. So we're probably talking about pretty much the black community of
Yeah. The disappointment in the black community's gay
gay
dating.
culture.
And this is not demonizing the black community. We're not, we're just talking from our experiences because I can't speak for white gays and how they are disappointed with, their own people. I can speak for being disappointed in white gays and my experiences with them, but that's a whole nother story. So,
I don't know anything about that one.
oh, I do.
Okay. Well, we're gonna find out together, you guys. So
Yes.
I won't be saying the word. I'll be in the background,
But
way in the background, like
okay.
silence.
But okay,
Um,
so for me, I think one of the big disappointments with the gay dating community
I ain't even
is
finished that.
well, my bad. Go for it.
Excuse me.
If you gotta say it,
I mean, I know we went
speak
off.
your piece.
Wait, hold on now. Don't
What's your
rush
message?
me. Don't rush me, damn it. Shit. No, I feel like that they're looking for something that pretty much so they are not gonna get.
Mhm.
And even if they do get in their hands and what I mean in their hands as the point that they able to sleep with that person, doesn't mean that that person wants to be with them.
Because a lot of times they do sleep with them first, and that's the thing. That's one of our problems with gay dating. The people put themselves out there and they sleep with the person and they think, oh, I hooked that person. Now
Yeah,
they're gonna come back.
I got the best stuff ever. Like, oh my goodness,
No.
my sucking skills, my booty skills or whatever want to.
Yeah.
They pretty much like I said,
And it don't work.
Exactly. I think it's
Because
gotta
Trey, he gets it thrown at him all the time. So it's
exactly
like you are not special.
all kind. And I
Do
don't.
you? I'm very sure Trey Songz gets stuff thrown at him all of the time,
Hmm.
and none of y'all are special. So just throwing it at him doesn't really do anything. It just you just slept with him just to sleep with him,
Exactly.
which I don't have a problem with. I would do that.
But I really think it's pretty much so to get to know a person. I think it's more because I think you know sex is way more amazing when you know the person. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I think regardless if you got a friend with benefits, you be like, well, at least I know this damn person.
Hmm.
Are you in love with somebody that you're going with? It's more and more deeper, and it's more amazing, more rememberable. Like I mean, it just is. You remember that more than you remember anything else. So I think that's what pretty much so is wrong with a lot of our black gay community is that
Or
we're
just
looking
gay
for
dating. But I mean, yeah, I do agree.
yeah that
And
we
that's it's kind of like that. Something like that is universal, but it's like the extremes to get to that person and the extremes that people take to do stuff like that. It's like, okay,
I mean yeah. So I think that's just like what I feel. It's like they always looking for something that pretty much so they're not gonna
doesn't
get.
exist.
They'll be like, okay, I don't want no feminine guys. I mean, I seen a lot of people that be like, they don't want no feminine guys. Well, you're feminine.
Yeah.
I'm like, excuse me, like you are like I wouldn't know that you're gay. Okay.
Yeah. And there'd be
Um.
some that be like mask for mask and they're like, I'm masculine. You're like,
Okay, honey. Whatever, girl.
if we're gonna
So,
if we're gonna lie to ourselves, go for it.
huh? When? What?
Cause I don't have time. Like I'm one of
As
those people.
if.
I'm one of those
As
people that you have to like
if.
me. For me, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm somebody else because one morning you could wake up and the real me will be out there, and you're like, who is this?
Exactly. But let's just say the person that gets the most respect and gets the most time in with a lot of people, definitely in the gay community, I mean, definitely black gay community, is Trey. The person that's
Yeah,
straight, got that hoodness in
he don't even have to be interesting. He don't even have to be all that
nothing.
fine. All he
He
has
ain't
to
gotta
be
have
just.
a job. He don't have to have nothing. And these girls will go gaga.
He don't even have to know how to bathe, and they would still do it.
They'll bathe for him, honey.
Hmm.
Please.
They'd
And
be like, I can wash him.
exactly. So it's like no, I think it got to be more to a guy. I mean, I have ran across of a lot of guys and met these guys and talked to them, and pretty much so they probably. Well, yeah, they really wanted to get to know me and be with me, but it was like I didn't feel nothing there, and it's like if I don't feel nothing there, why should I? Let alone go on another date with you, or let alone sleep with you, because no, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
So I guess that's how I looked at it. But we almost got off the point from you. So yes, the disappointment in the dating gay community.
Okay.
So
For
let's
me,
yes.
I think for me the big disappointment is flakes and liars. Like if you're not interested, just be not interested.
Yeah.
If you gotta lie to me and be like, "Hey, I want a relationship," but you really just want sex, I'm not interested in that. Like, I don't want to. I don't want to deal with somebody who's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And then we start having a conversation, and I'm like, "So, what are you looking for?" I'm just looking for dates. I want to date somebody. I'm like, "Okay, well, let me get to know you." And you send a dick pic. That doesn't help me at all.
I think the point is if you're looking for a person to say, hey, look, I'm looking for a person that, hey, a friend with benefits so I can get to know so we can just, kick it. You can get a better response from people.
You really
You
could.
can get the point of a person like, well, at least he honest. Like,
A lot of people are very okay with you being honest.
exactly. And definitely for, a friend with benefits. Some people
Yeah.
love that. Like, look, man, I'll just call up my little friend with benefits and then that's it. I mean, we
Exactly.
had that.
We've all had at least one.
Let's not, that's what you want. Say that's what you want. Don't do it as a point of you just want to put on this character that you want to get to know me and stuff like that, and boom, you just want to sleep with me.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Because I'm
know,
gonna know.
exactly. So be honest with it.
Because I've been on a couple of dates where they wanted to. It was just them trying to have sex, and I was like, okay, so you weren't trying to get to know me. Like I remember, I told I told Tired Ho about the date that I went on one time, and he had an underwear fetish.
Oh Lord, I remember that crazy creeper.
Mm-hmm. And it
Don't
was like
tell
the day
me.
before my birthday, and we went on this date. It was kind of okay. We went to this mall in Houston,
Tell me about it.
and we were just going around, looking around and stuff like that. And the entire date, he was like trying to show off, I guess, to make it seem like he has money or something like that. And I don't care about all that. You remember I told you that.
I know, but
When he was
just
sitting
to hear it
there,
again.
we were sitting there, we went into, I want to say Macy's, but I'm not too sure about that. Don't quote me on that. And you know how like they have that little perfume cologne area where you can go around and look at the perfumes and the colognes, and you could smell them, you could see them, and all that and all that. So it was this one. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get this one. This is gonna be the one that I get." And it was like one that was called the $1 million bar or something. It was $1 million something, some kind of name for it, like that had money. It was a money name, and it looked golden and all that. And it was like you're showing off that that you can get this, and you're showing off that you get these certain clothing items, and you're showing off that you get these shoes. And I was like, it doesn't impress me because
Obviously, this guy has a lot of insecurities.
yeah, he did.
All right, because I mean, let me tell you something. When you secure with yourself, you don't have to do any of that. You just need to be you. You need to say what I'm gonna talk. Talk, get to know you. You know what I'm saying, and that's it. I'm not about to sit up in here and say I gotta prove to you that I got money and all that. Hell, shit. A lot of people, you don't want them letting you know you got money.
True.
You have a child, they'll set you up.
He don't know. I could have been one of those people that would have set you.
Exactly.
Been like, oh well, let's go to your place.
Exactly.
And let me go into the bathroom and give my friend a message and all that. No, I'm not that. But, it was one of those things. And then, you have other people who, and the later on in the day, he was like trying to get me to feel on him, and I was not interested. Like, I was like, I'm ready to go in the house. I was ready to go in home. And he's like, well, sit with me and talk with me for a minute. And so we did. And it was like, okay, I don't. Like he started pulling up his Tumblr. He has one of those sex Tumblrs where it's just like
honey, who don't?
nudes, people having sex, stuff like that.
Who don't have that Tumblr?
Then he had, then he was like, oh, feel this, and he put my hands in his lap, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and go inside. Thank you for this date. And then he bought underwear for me too. I think I told Tired Ho about
Where
that.
Is that underwear?
I have it. It's cute underwear. I was gonna keep it.
Yeah, okay.
It's very cute. It's
Okay.
like very like the bikini style underwear.
Lord have mercy. Why I'm not surprised.
I know. And he was like, you're gonna have to send me pictures. You're gonna send me pictures of each type of each pair that you got. And it was like 6 pairs.
Oh my God!
It was like 2 packs of 6.
I should have went to. I would have said
it was 2 packs of 6.
I should have went on that date.
Okay.
Shit. Hey, I need some shoes. You got a shoes fetish?
No.
Shoot, let me get some.
But yeah, it was just like one of those things where it's like, disappointment and how you expected sex, or you thought this was going to be that kind of, you thought I was one of those types of people, or you thought I was going to sleep with you just because we went on this date and you bought me something. No, I'm not. And you will be fine with that. And then afterwards, it's kind of like he kept hitting me up for pictures, and he kept hitting me up to think, because he thought that we were still going to talk. And I was like, I had to block him, because it got to a place where he just kept continuously hitting me up and kept continuously hitting me up. And I'm just like, not interested. But yeah, I have disappointment in that. I have disappointment in liars. Like, I don't want you to, don't lie to me about what you want. Like, if you're just looking for sex, be honest.
Yeah.
You never know. The person who you could be talking to could be looking for the exact same thing. And even if they're not, be okay with being rejected. Goes back to the previous point. Rejection is not that bad. It's not that bad.
Exactly.
It hurts, but it's not that bad. It's not the end of the world. You move on from life. Like, it's so many people in this world.
I mean, it'll be like a faded memory, and then it may bounce back, but she'll just be laughing about it like, Lord, what was I thinking? I know I shouldn't even. Oh, Lord.
Especially on those dating apps. It's so many people on there. Come on now.
Exactly. You're going to find somebody. You're going to find somebody. I mean, it'll happen. But,
Yeah.
I think it's just, take your time, know what you want. You know what I'm saying? I feel like every situation I went through, like, I think, I met a lot of people. I've been on dates with them. I talked to them. I knew exactly where things were going. I
Mm.
knew, hey, you want sex. Hey, you really like me, but I just don't know you that well.
Yeah.
And I don't think I want to continue to get to know you. I had the superficial ones. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to try to live up to your expectations.
I hate those
So
ones.
it was a lot, but they liked me. They're like, oh, I want to go out with you. And I'm like, look, I'm not about to live up to that. I'm not about to sit up there and do all that. I'm not going to sit up and have to say, oh, I need to have I'll tell you a story. So I had met this guy actually,
Mm.
and he was a really, really nice guy. So, and my friend actually knew him. So he was like, yeah, in passing, not saying he knew him, but he was
Yeah.
like, but he's like, yeah, good looking guy, nice. So I met him, and when I first pulled up, I remember I pulled up. That's when I had my little Kia Soul. And I overheard his friend on while he was on the phone. He was like, "Yeah, pull up," and his friend was like, "Oh, he drives a Kia." And not to let you know, even though he was, what kind of car he was in? He was in like a Honda Toyota, which was wrecked. By the way, I'm like, "You talking about me?" But you can't even get your car fixed. And let you know, honey, that car been wrecked a long time because I
Mm.
know a fresh wreck from a recent wreck.
Mm.
I mean, for an old wreck, honey. So that right there let me know what kind of friends you hung around. So you gotta pick up notes like this. This is how I picked up notes very quickly from this. So obviously, I know you hang around superficial people, and obviously this child hating on me. A lot of people don't have a car, and they didn't have, don't have a car. And that was time. Yeah, I had a car. I don't have one now, but I can have one if I want to. I just choose not to. But that's another story. But me knowing right there, straight for red flag right there, boom, that right there, your friends. Because friends, you show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. That you need to listen to that. I
Mm.
guarantee you meet with friends and you see how they is and all that.
Mm.
They hang around together for a reason. Because they're most interested in the same thing.
True. That's what you got to realize. Like, whoever your friend, you got to recognize their friends. If their friends are trash, odds are they might have a little bit of trash in them. They just
Exactly.
aren't showing that to you just yet.
Exactly.
Like, you'll have, I mean, sometimes you'll have people who aren't like their friends. Sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's very rare.
Yeah. So that was like red flag number one.
Mm-hmm.
So we had got in the house, sat, talked, chilled, and he was talking to me. We were really having a good time, and then I just seen how superficial he was. How you gotta have this, I gotta have that, I got this and all. I'm like, boy. Okay, I gotta have it out the box. I gotta have all this. I gotta have that, and it was just like he pretty much so was asking for something that I was clearly not. But yeah, he was cool. He was cute and everything. But why would I sit up here and try to have to change myself when I mean, just me. I'm a hot piece to get with myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I like my way, I like my style, I like the way I do things. But why should I have to change everything who I am to be with you because you're closed minded? I mean, I don't ask that much for a person to where you're asking. He asking for a person that's like fresh out of a magazine. I'm like, dude, you're asking for so much, and I'm like, clearly you're telling me exactly what I'm not. So I know that this ain't gonna work. Even though he liked me in the end and he liked my conversation, and we were cool, and he wanted to really get to know me, but it was like, for one, I already seen what kind of friends you hang out with because he had told me stories about his friends. Listen to the stories about the friends. It lets you in a lot. So I was
And
like,
listen to how they react to those stories.
exactly. So I seen all that going on and I was like, it was just like so just oh Lord, it was just bad. I was like, oh my God, these are the people you hang around, honey, and everything. So it just really just set me into a corner. But even though he was talking all that noise, and I'm like, you all this superficial person, but at the end of the day, you're not even humble because last time I checked, honey, you're staying in your friend's house in the living room.
Mm.
But you're so superficial. So I'm like, how can you be so hot talk? I never say you're not gonna be here forever, but kind of. humble yourself.
Yeah.
You know, how could you judge somebody for not having what you have? You know, I don't care if I'm dating you, I'm trying to talk to you. Like I said, it's all about your motivation, where you're trying to get. I see you making moves, you're making plans, you're doing things for you, not for me. So that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Not all that. I mean, everybody want a person to have this and this and all that, you know, but you know,
Not everybody has that.
Exactly. I want a person who have a kind heart, you know, cool, fun, make me laugh. You know, that's what I want.
Yeah.
And once we have that, that's all we need, and that's what I got. So now, and I'm happy with it. So rest of that stuff doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But you know, for a lot of people, it does. And I just, you know, come on now, I don't, you know, I can make myself happy at the end of the day, and I'm happy with myself. And you know, and I need somebody that's gonna love me, accept me for myself, not to be something that, hey, that I don't need to be like. Only just be yourself and be cool.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's just things like that.
Yeah. But all right, you guys, we'll be right back. We'll be dealing with our unpaid sponsors. We'll see you in a few. All right. All right. Hello? Hello?
Yes. Hello.
I'm going on it. It's the big day.
Oh, it is.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
I have the outfit ready,
That whole,
but I'm nervous.
Hopefully you got it looking like a glow stick. Like, oh my god.
It's gonna be cute. I'm looking great. I'm looking fabulous.
Yes. Yes.
But
yes.
I'm nervous. What do I?
Why?
Cause you know how long it's been since I've been on a date.
Okay. Well, I mean, look, you gotta get yourself together. You gotta. I mean, you remember you're in control here. Okay. Where are you guys going?
We're going to Chili's.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I know, right?
All right. And what's after Chili's?
After Chili's, I'm going home. Cause I mean, I don't know. I mean, I might sleep with them. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So what you plan on ordering at Chili's? You gotta get yourself prepared.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay. So what kind of underwear are you wearing?
Really, really cute ones. It's like
Okay,
this
are you
really.
gonna make sure it's showing?
It's this sheer lacy set. You know, it's like a sheer.
Okay,
lace
cool.
kind of set.
So I mean, is he gonna be able to see it? Like, is he gonna be able to?
He
see
can if he wants to. But
you know what?
He's not gonna see it because I'm wearing jeans. You know, I'm wearing those tight hug type jeans. You know, the skinny, the ones that I was told they hug me in the right places. So.
Oh, I like that.
Yes, this is gonna be a treat for his eyes. You know, but I'm nervous still. What do I need? Give me one of your pep talks. Give me one of your pep talks. Your good ones. You know.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I didn't know I had a bunch. I mean, well, I think, you know what, first of all, it's always, you got to work with your scrimps. You know what I'm saying? The conversation, of course, it's going to be amazing, but you got to show off your accents. You got to, let me tell you something. You got to find a way so you can bend over so he can see how big and round it is. And I don't see what kind of underwear. So he compliment you on your underwear. Now, if he compliments you on your underwear and everything, you know, obviously, you know, he's into you.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. That's what I always say.
Okay.
Always show the goods.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I know that. You know, I know it's gonna be fun because, you know, I'm gonna try to eat light because I don't know, something might happen. I don't know.
Girl, you better eat like a pig. Shit, you don't know.
True.
He
Well,
can be
you know
small
what?
down there.
You
Now,
know
what if
what?
you'd have sit up
You
in there
know
and ate a
what?
sandwich?
You know what? Actually, I'm not gonna eat light because he's paying. So I'm gonna give me a good little item on the menu.
And to go play.
I sure am. I'm been like, give me another one of those
So
and
you
wrap it
sit
up.
with him or sit across from him?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna sit across from him.
Why?
Because sitting with them is all awkward. Like, it's so weird sitting next to somebody. You're just all on them and they're all on you. And you know, I like to eat. When I'm eating, I want to eat. I want movement. I want my elbows to be moving.
Honey, this is what you do. You sit next to him in the beginning. and all that and everything. Make sure you see a little of that action and stuff like that and everything. You just get a little bit close to him and all that. Rub up against him and everything, and then slowly drop your phone between his legs. And if it's on the hard, you can know what you're working with.
Okay.
Now, if it's a big situation, of course that's a one, but still get up.
That's
and say,
one of those.
Say, "Oh my God, let me get on because I think I'm getting you a little too hot," and then just go sit on the other side of the. What you call it? Yeah. Okay. And if it's small, you do the same thing. Sit on the side of the booth and just order everything and leave.
Yeah.
So that's what you can do.
Okay. All right. I guess that's fine.
And bring me a plate to go too. Shit, I'm hungry.
I will. I got you a doggy bag. It's gonna happen.
I don't like a doggy bag.
Well, you get what you get.
Give me a cat bag.
You get what you get.
A cat bag or a nickel bag. I'd rather a nickel bag.
He's not gonna get me weed, okay?
No, honey. Yeah, I'm telling you, he look like he sell weed.
Wow.
That big head ass head.
Okay. Anyways, our sponsors are today an enema.
Don't call Tide Ho.
An enema. Clean yourself out, just in case. But don't do it all the time because you never know. You might be disappointed on that date. No, don't do it all the time. That's what oral sex is for.
Okay. Bye, you guys.
All right, you guys, back to our show.
Hey.
We're back.
Yes.
Bills.
Finally.
Paid, I guess.
Thank the Lord.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
But, okay, we're going to get on the last discussion today. And, okay. This one's about an article that I saw. It was a couple months ago. I saw it like in March or something like that. And it talks about this epidemic of gay loneliness. And for those who don't know, gay loneliness is this thing where now we're at this good place. Like we're at this place where the closet doors can be open. You can be openly gay. You can see yourself in TV. You can see yourself in music. There's gay actors. There's gay singers. There's gay everything. Like there's a lot of it around, but you're still alone. Like you're seeing all this positiveness for us and you still feel lonely because you're not able to make friends with other gay people because of whatever reason. Like either they don't want to be your friend because they think you're too weird, or your clothes aren't as nice looking as their clothes are, or you're not on this. It's kind of like on the story of the guy that you were talking about, the superficial guy. Kind of like that kind of thing where you feel like an outsider in your own community because everybody else is doing one thing and you're trying to be yourself, but you can't connect with them. And even if you try to do that one thing, it doesn't work out. So gay loneliness is this feeling of, feeling like even though we're at a good place as gay people, we're still isolated with each other. We're still in the closet, technically. We're still hunting for people to be friends with who are on our level and understand us and we understand them, but we're not finding that because they either don't want to be friends or they want to sleep with you or something. So, okay. I hope that makes sense. Please, if it doesn't make sense, sorry, you guys. Just look it up. It's called Gay Loneliness. It's a good article, but go ahead.
Okay, I think I can tag on to that. What I really, really feel is I get the point of the gay loneliness, but I feel like at the same time, we're just now able to get married. Mm-hmm. We're able to, be who we want to be, adopt and everything. Yeah. But I feel like we haven't been shown it in a way. Like, how
in
TV,
a positive way. Yeah.
I think with TV show you how to, like the Cosby's, all kind of shows,
They show the straight people how they can survive and they can make it work.
It's pretty much make it work, and let alone that the happy ever after, from stories like Romeo and Juliet. We don't have a lot
Romeo and Juliet.
Okay, no, well, let me wait a minute. My bad.
But okay, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like Cinderella, all kind of those shows that happen at happy ever after, and it's always a man and a woman, and man and woman. Then the child comes, and then a grandkid comes, and I feel like we don't kind of see a happy ever after
in our stories. No,
we don't.
I mean, we do have them, but
we don't.
Nine times out of 10, it's usually that one where it's like the
Could you picture
awkward
it?
guy.
Could you picture
It kind of fits in the idea of the unrealistic expectations where it's like the awkward guy or the nerd or the really gay guy. He meets a thug, and the thug has a heart of gold, and they get together and then they get married for some reason, and the thug's like, I'm just gonna come out, and it's not realistic, you know? Like, it's like super unrealistic that this would happen. So it's kind of like, those are the only stories that we have where it's like this unrealistic expectation of you getting with the hot guy, you getting with the jock, you getting with the guy who does not connect with you at all.
But
And
I think it's to the point of the commitment. I feel like when we see a situation where men and women stay together, they stay together because of kids.
Yeah.
So when you're pretty much so gay and, you know, y'all grew apart and, you know, some people just automatically willing to just say, let's just part ways. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no, like, let's fall in love again. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like definitely
Especially
for me,
if you can salvage it, especially if you can salvage the relationship.
yeah,
Sorry.
I don't think of just giving up so easy. I'm very upon a fighting for what I want. You know, I feel like at the end of the day, it shouldn't be no kid or anything to hold us together. It should be that
Yeah.
love that we have for each other that was amazing, and that, you know, I'm gonna fight hard as hell to be there and get that back if it ever was lost, because, you know, that's the kind of person I am. But I feel like in the gay community, it's so easy to find someone else.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get someone else, and it's just like people always take that deal. They always take that bait. You know what I'm
They
saying?
always do the grass is always greener, and then it usually isn't.
Exactly.
You know?
You'll be down the line probably like a year after you did all that hoeing with the whole gay community in your town or in other towns that you normally visit, and you'll be like, oh my god, like I would, like, you know.
I had the one and I ruined it.
Exactly.
And so we don't have, yeah, like you said, basically we don't have that positive image of us, because like in
Because
like,
the reason
I
I
can
remember
name
so
a
in
really
the Bible,
popular.
a happy image of saying that the only thing they say is like we're going to hell. But I know everybody have different beliefs.
Yeah.
But that afterthought, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't know. It's just like we don't have no existence. We don't have an ending. We don't have just an ending. We don't.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have no book. I mean, they probably have books out there. I haven't
they
heard
have
of
a lot
them.
of them,
They
but-
probably, but it's not published on TV. It's not
Yeah.
to tell young
I've
gay
shown
people
you,
who
I've
how
shown you
it
some
can
of
go.
them, like with the podcast, the not podcast, with the YouTube video, the movies, the YouTube movies, like when I showed you About Him. But the problem with About Him is it falls into that stereotype where he tried to get with the hot guy, he tries to get the straight guy, and it's like he has this unrealistic expectation that the straight guy's going to drop being with women to be with him, and he doesn't.
Oh
So-
God, please! Hopefully, don't be that guy.
Yeah,
Don't be that guy.
and that's the
Please,
problem.
if
like,
you're
a
going
lot
through
of
that,
ours-
please open your eyes.
Yeah.
And every situation is different. I get that, but please,
Don't
you've been
assume that
warned.
just because somebody else got it, you're gonna get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's like sad because a lot of ours, it's never a happy ending, really. Like the only time it's a really happy ending is if you read the books, and even some of those don't have happy endings. Like the really popular show Empire has Jamal. Have not seen him in a lasting.
Child, I haven't even been watching it.
Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't even. Yeah, I was there when he did get out that first relationship. So honey, I knew that. Okay, hello, I knew it was gonna last.
Yeah,
But you know, because I know a person when. I don't know. Maybe because I'm a Cancer and we love very hard. Like we see when we with you, we're seeing the ending. Like we're like, this is it. Like I got, I found my match. So now it's time for me to definitely work on me and along the relationship as well. But some people just eager to just drop him, and pretty much I feel like he let that boy walk out his life. I mean,
well, yes, but I feel like they really didn't have a relationship once he started becoming big and he became the singer. It was like all about him, and yeah, I agree. He did let that boy walk out of his life, but
follow your own passion. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? At the end of the day, and I feel like
well, no. Actually, he cheated on him. I remember that moment. He cheated on Jamal, the boy.
he did.
Yeah,
Oh Lord, goddamn.
with that drunk looking he looked homeless. This producer, he was like really, to me he looked homeless, like he wore the oversized clothes, but not oversized, but like the long jacket that's like a long sweater, and it was not cute. He wasn't ugly, he just no. But anyways, yeah, he did cheat on him. So it's kind of like we goes back to the grass is always greener thing, where we sit here and we see another option and we're like, this looks better than what I have. I'm just gonna
Mm.
sleep with this and see if I like this one, and I'm gonna move on to this one, and it never
It's not
happens.
worth it. I
It's
don't
not.
care. Look, it's not worth it. It really is not. I think that when you I feel like you got to do it right. I feel like
Yeah.
it shouldn't be. I think our community is wild, and it should need. It does need to be
I mean,
tamed.
not
And
to say that theirs isn't either. The straights is like, you think we're wild? The
oh, I
straights
think
are.
we're wild too. I think we shown them how to be wild.
No, I think they was the wilds from the beginning. They was wild in Roman time periods. They was having orgies everywhere, and I'm like, the straights is just they just do it, and it's just like, especially straight men. I'm gonna just say that,
But I think we don't have. I
we
don't
don't
think we
have
have
that.
like that rules and like you shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
Like I think that
we don't have
from the
those.
Bible, hey, you ain't supposed to do this. And I feel like the Bible contains to us too, but a lot of people don't follow it because they're like, well, hell, they saying we going to hell anyway. So I think everybody have their own way, but it's like we don't have no rules set in our community
Yeah,
of hey. Don't sleep with your best friend's man.
yeah.
Don't do that. Don't try to give it up on the first date. We don't have
Well,
that
I
kind of.
think the reason we don't have that is because we don't have any positive images of ourselves. And I'm just now learning certain positive images of ourselves, like one of the civil rights leaders who was helping like Martin Luther King and all them, he was gay, like openly gay.
Mm.
And it's like learning that now did a lot to me, because it's like, we have this. Why are we not talking about this? It's like Marsha P. Henson. No. Marsha P. Johnson. Sorry, you guys. And she was like, she was the reason that the Stonewall riots happened. And that was the reason why we started having gay rights. We started having marches for gay rights. That was the whole point of Pride, was based around this Stonewall riot thing that happened.
Really?
So yeah, basically the Stonewall riots was like, Marsha P. Johnson was a trans woman. Is a trans woman. Well, was a trans woman. She died not too long ago. But she was at one of the gay bars. And so, like, the cops came in, and they would regularly, they would go to gay bars and try to cause a scene. They would mess stuff up. They would, ruin the night for everybody and just try to chase people out, because it's like, we don't, gay was bad back then.
Yeah.
And so she was like, I'm tired of this. And so she started this thing where she just threw a bottle, and that started them throwing bottles around and throwing them at the police, basically. And that started the riots. That started us, marching for our rights, us marching for freedom, us marching for respect, us marching for equal rights in like the job force and the relationship force and this and that, all these things. So
Wow.
she was why we got all this. Yeah.
Wow. So, see, okay, y'all. I didn't even know that. So I'm being
Yeah.
educated right now, too. So,
Hmm.
wow. Thank you. That was
Make
beautiful.
sure to look up Drunk History. It stars Crystal. I love her. They do the read. Her and Crystal and Kit Veer, they do the read. She's on Drunk History, and she does a whole thing about the Stonewall riots and talking about Marsha P. Henson. Lord. Marsha P. Johnson's influence in gay rights and cultures and stuff like that. So, yeah. But back to the subject. Sorry, you guys.
No, I really, really love that. I like that. That's pretty much so deep. Lord, my God, you guys, it felt like a movie because I don't know. I guess the
Sun
sun,
came
yeah,
out.
the sun came from a cloud. So like when he went into it, the sun had went, the cloud went through the sun, and it just like made it all so dramatic while he
Yeah.
was talking. And then when he finished,
Yeah.
the sun started shining again.
But back to gay loneliness. I do connect with the idea of this because, I do have moments where I feel alone and that I want the companionship. I mean, I do have friends. I can't say that I don't have gay friends. I have gay friends, okay? I do. I know how I have those. But I think the gay loneliness aspect for me is having like a relationship, having companionship in a deeper, more intimate level, I feel like. So I think I connect with it in that aspect. But I don't connect with it in that I have a good friend to where I can say a lot of things. Like, a lot of things have come out of my mouth that I've said to Tired Ho, and I was like, oh my god, please. And he was like, I'm not gonna judge you, and I'm not gonna share it. So you got it, you good. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
And he's done the same thing for me. So it's he's done the same thing to me, to where I know a lot of his secrets, and I
Mm.
will not tell. I'm not, I don't share because I don't believe in
We're
that.
besties, honey. I
Yeah.
mean, he knows everything pretty much so about me. Like if let's just say if I was murdered, he'll know.
I know who probably did it.
You did about put together. That's not his character. That's not his character now.
I'll be like, they'll be like, oh, maybe it was a suicide. No, he didn't do all that. He wouldn't have done that. He was very into his body. He would never cut into his skin.
I'm working on it.
he would never cut into his skin. He loves his skin. He thinks his skin is gorgeous.
No,
That is not gonna happen.
oh, wait, he is milking. I do not think. Look, I think I want to even come on to that. I think it's okay to be alone.
Yeah.
I feel like being alone sometimes help you grow as a point of who you are. I mean, you'll know who you are. You know what you want. You know what you want to stand for. And I think that at that time when I was, because I do contract people, but a lot of times I wasn't taking a lot of people serious when they was around me. But I don't know. I really had to have myself and, knowing my self-worth and knowing who I was and stuff like that. And I think, being alone sometimes is a very, very good thing. It's a very, very positive thing. It's a thing you can get yourself together. And I mean, you got to get yourself together before you try to be with somebody else. Mm-hmm. And I think that, you having that confidence of yourself and knowing yourself, you can easily contract people. You be like, yourself. A person going to want to be with that person who knows themselves. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, that contracts people with their confidence and everything. Like, I've seen unattractive people get people. And because I'm trying to tell you, just because of their confidence and everything, because people are drawn to that. Yeah. And that's very, that's how I look at it. I'd rather a person who's confident in themselves than, want to be with a person who's just dragging and all this and just like man all the time. You're like, oh my God, like, honey, eat a Snicker.
And it goes back to the idea of like, don't go for this unrealistic expectation friendship where you start being friends with somebody be friends with somebody who's not somebody that you connect with. Like, I'm not gonna be friends with somebody. I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be friends with somebody who doesn't like something that I would love, like video games. I can't be friends with you. Like, if you've never liked video games and you never will,
I would even say that. Now you going to the punch. He is lying. I don't even play games a lot. So what are you talking?
You do like video games, do you not?
Yeah, but I don't play them a lot.
Then I'm so glad we agree.
Wait, we're not agreeing. No, I think that's too far fetched. Look, it shouldn't matter. I think
he's only saying this because Broderick isn't a gamer like that.
You're lying. Wait a minute. Hold on. It's a lot of things.
It's a call out.
I'm not gonna even get into that.
This is a call
I'm not gonna even get into that. Like he's no, like you does about it.
So Broderick plays video games?
Yeah, he does.
He loves video games?
He loves the old ones. That's all I know. Okay. That's the one we play.
So I guess I'll retract my statement, I guess.
Exactly.
But it's actually proving my point still.
No. Let me say something. His interest into video games is the same interest that I am into.
It's still proving my point.
No, it ain't proving my point.
It's proving the point of I can't connect with you if you don't connect with me in certain things. Like, I'm not going to say that you have to be into everything I like,
I think it's
you don't have to be into.
I think you need to retract that. I think it's to the point if someone's not willing to get to learn or know that. Because it's a lot of people that's not going to be. Yeah, okay, well, yeah, all right.
That's what I said.
But so, no, you just straight up say that
I said.
No, you said what you said, but what you said was some bullshit. I'm telling you.
Wow.
Well, that's what Candy told me afterwards.
Anyways, but yeah, back to my statement. Thank you very much. Before I was like interrupted. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I can try, I guess. But if you're not willing to be open with me, I can't be willing to be open with you.
But I think I can feel that. I feel like you can be a little bit.
You have to be a little selfish with your time and with your mind, with your conversation. You have to be a little selfish.
But do you even see yourself doing what you're asking of them? If you're saying you want them to get into your world, as a part of your comic books, your gaming, things that you're mainstreaming in, that you love. But what if they're into something else? What if they're out to going out? or
Okay,
being out
but
in the
can
public.
we? But can we pause that
when
real
I say,
quick?
hold on, when I'm
Can
saying,
we,
okay,
can we
I'm not
pause
saying
that real
like,
quick?
okay,
Because you actually did introduce me to all that, and I wasn't into that at first. But I was like,
okay,
I would be
oh
open
yeah,
to doing that. See, thank you very much. You thought you had me, but I had you. Thank you.
okay, I was just making sure.
But yeah, I would be. I'm not one of those people who's like, we can't do. We have to do what I want to do. I would be open to doing things that you wanted, as long as you're open to my stuff. I'd be open to
Yeah,
their
yeah.
stuff.
Okay, it's just
Like
like a same, same battlefield.
I
Yeah.
would. I would be. I would be.
Say it.
I would be open to.
Say it.
My heart can't handle it.
Say it. I'm gonna say it.
I would
before.
be open into sports. I guess whatever.
Me too. I don't know. I think, yeah. I mean,
I used to watch
if
wrestling.
Roderick was into sports,
I used to watch WWE. I guess that counts as.
No, you know what? Actually, I had met a friend. He taught me a little bit about sports, and it was cool. We ain't cool no more. Fuck that nigga.
See, well, that proves my
But
point. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you proved it. It's the point of, hey, if I'm gonna get to know you, and if that's a part of you and that's what you're into,
Yeah.
of course I can get. I mean, I was really learning. I was kind of liking it. Like, I think any game you'll like if you know how it works.
Yeah,
and everything.
I can see that.
So I think that's good. And you got somebody who really into to show you the key points, the little punch zingers. You know what I'm saying? But
it's kind of like when I remember when I showed you the Batman game, right? Kind of like that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. That what's the Batman game? Y'all know the Batman, the PlayStation 3 game. That's really good. The really good Batman games. That one I had introduced him into that, and that was like his first time playing the newer ish. No, it wasn't, because you have a Wii, and he's also
I didn't
played
play it.
No.
The first Batman game I played and the last Batman game I had played, I gotta be quite frank with that, was off the Super Nintendo. The old
first one, I let you play that other one on the PlayStation 3.
Yes, I said that was the second time I ever played a Batman game.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Okay, whatever.
I was like, okay, that's what I said. I played Spider-Man. My brother had the Spider-Man game, Amazing Spider-Man.
I was saying, like, you never played anything recent, but then I thought about, you do have a Wii, and you have played some of the games on my Wii U. So he's a gamer. He don't want to admit it. He's a he's a nerd. I keep telling him he's a nerd, and he's like, I am not a nerd. And I'm like, you like Pokemon. And
you should say how you say
I want to call him out, you guys. I'm just going to do it live on this show. He is wearing a what? What shirt is this? What shirt is this?
It's a shirt that it's a shirt that wasn't dirty because I gotta go wash them.
But you're not telling us.
It's a Captain America shirt.
Who is it?
It's a Captain America shirt. Yes.
Okay then.
And I still gotta wash.
Okay then. But anyways, while I was saying he's a nerd, he doesn't want to say it, he doesn't want to believe it, but you're a nerd. Anyways, how do you feel about people taking gay loneliness from like friendships? Like some people who don't form friendships with people because they either are rejected. Like, okay, let's go into the you watched the new season of Drag Race, right?
Yeah.
Duh. We've talked about it. Okay, like talking about like Nina Bonina and how dealing with depression, and then also dealing with rejection from like the drag community, even though that's Nina's community, being a drag queen. Yeah. So it's like, how do you feel about that? Like somebody who is rejected in even friendships with the community.
I feel, and I mean, we gotta really be. It's different platforms of that. I would say I don't really know pretty much that community that she said pretty much the Atlanta crew. Mm-hmm. That's where she was from. So I don't
like BJ, and I can see it.
Oh
no, Lord. not saying Nina's like BJ. I'm saying that's where BJ is from, and BJ loves to let you know that he's from Atlanta for whatever reason. I don't need to know that, you know.
Oh Lord. Yeah, he does. But I don't know. I think every bit of group of people, gay people, some are nice and some are
Yeah.
mean. So it's not. It's just those particular people. So I wouldn't say that. Hey, I'm gonna say, oh, the whole gay culture, the whole Atlanta. He probably just ran into the wrong couple of people. So I wouldn't use that. I'm like, well, where I came from and the pretty much of the clubs I work at, I'll go to. I have this issue.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he take it as the point of he's saying everyone, not like everyone, like I like you. I mean, you wouldn't be on the show if you wasn't like to get on the show, that you wasn't eligible to get on the show. So stop using that tactics that they're not accepting you in the gay community. No, they probably just don't like you. And I know for definitely from a lot of gay people, a lot of gay people can be very shady.
Very.
When I
Like,
say
and then
shady,
unnecessarily sometimes. Sometimes it's unnecessary. Like, it's sometimes too much. But yeah.
exactly, and they don't even know you. Like, I don't shade nobody. I mean, unless you come for me, then I'm gonna come for you.
And the only time I really do it is like that. But then I also do that with my friends because it's fun, you know?
Yeah, well, we do that too. But we play. We don't. Hold on. We don't hit nowhere below the belt. We don't disrespect each other like that because we know how sensitive we both are. Yeah. So I know we always know
we
that.
know our limits with each other.
Yeah. So it would never be anything that I feel like I told you or you told me that I struggle with or you struggle with that I would ever use for a joke or anything. You know what I'm saying? So I think, it's a shade to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm like, okay, oh Lord, iPhone. I mean, I was about to say, he wish he had an iPhone. Hold on, his Android is just, just not up to par. And you'll talk about my
iPhone.
Yeah.
But like,
so it's just things like that. Like it can be cute shade, but it don't have to be super shady.
Because a lot of them, they do like really, really heavy, deep shade. Like you're just like, okay, I didn't even do anything to you. You just really disrespectful for no reason.
Exactly. And how I take it is me. This is how I take shade. If I don't know you like that and you shade me, we have a problem.
Yeah.
I don't care how you trying to be funny because I'm gonna shade you back, but eventually it's gonna lead up to what's your problem, and then they'll be like, oh, we just play. I say I don't play with you because I don't know you, and trust me, believe I do the best shade when I get to know you.
Yeah.
Because I'll get you. But if I don't get you, like, no, you don't do that. So for him to, like I said, just take the whole gay community and just try to say they accepting him. I mean, he's really, really gone through a lot, and he's trying to be accepted. He got to accept himself. I mean, how are you gonna love? You don't want people to love you, and you don't love your damn self. I think that's just one thing. Because some people, if you don't love yourself, you can accept people loving you.
Yeah,
you won't.
True.
But they'll say you're good. Like,
like later on in the same season, it was like they were like. In the beginning, everybody kept saying, Nina, you're actually great at what you're doing. Like your face, the designs of your faces that you do, they're amazing. And this and that, like they always would compliment Nina, and Nina would always be like, oh, okay, thank you. But I still don't believe in myself. And it's like constantly dealing with, and that goes back to depression, where it's like you can't really accept any of the positives that people try to send to you because you don't love yourself at that moment. And that's not saying that's it's not,
but
it's a
I feel like
slope.
it's a work in progress.
Yeah,
because like when people compliment me sometimes and tell me things, I mean, I do shrug it like, oh, thank you, you know what I'm saying, but it's like I never said I didn't know. I'm like, you damn right I know I'm good, or I'm so I never it's just that's how I take it in. I wish it would be a way of a reaction to say, oh, thank you, man. Thank you, you know what I'm saying? But I'll be like, oh, okay, thank you. Like, all right, thank you. All right, man. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, honey, I knew that. Yeah. I've been knew that. You ain't had to tell me, but it's good to hear it. But I don't know. But it's like a growing process, and I feel like he just gonna have to start caring about himself and really get into himself. Versus trying to worry about somebody judging him and going on the judging show when you don't even know that you're worth it. I think any situation, you should know how much you're worth. I mean, I know someone say it's not time for you to find yourself. You should know who you are. This is your craft. This is your art. You should know who you are.
Yeah. And Nina seems to know his form of drag, like what to do, like because Nina's faces are great. Like I remember that Atlanta Peach thing, and that was like amazing. I was like, that is so awesome. And then the other ones that Nina has done, I was like, these are really Nina does amazing work. with makeup and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
The
And she's
only
very funny. Very
yes,
funny. Funny.
yeah, I remember I saw the one where she was doing like showing you how to do a 3D art style drag thing that Nina was doing, and like dragging everybody throughout the whole thing, like in like I remember one moment, I have to draw up myself a longer chin. I have to make sure my chin is like longer, like Sasha Velour.
Oh Lord,
It
ever.
was like, and then like the other one, it was like, you got to get you some cheap makeup, that cheap stuff that you can get from like, from the beauty supply store, where, what's her name? Shea Coulee gets all of her makeup from.
Oh Lord, the shade.
Yes.
Where your fan at?
It's in here.
Oh Lord, I'm not gonna get it out because he's gonna try to use it on me,
I sure am.
and it's gonna be broken.
No.
So I don't want. I don't want.
But yeah.
But I
Back on
think she gotta
subject.
accept it. I'm sorry. Let's end it out. If she will accept herself, a lot of people will accept her.
Yeah.
Because when you tell a person, you come up and then, oh, we don't like what you do. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna still do it. And what you gonna do?
Exactly.
Well, I'm not gonna like. Well, you just ain't gonna like it.
Yeah. And that's like the moral. That's part of the moral of the
You
story,
accept yourself.
basically.
I guarantee everybody gonna get along with the program. Because some
Yeah.
people can just be hating, and I think in that community, if she said she was going through, people was hating on the gift she had of
Yeah.
creating these characters that she did, and she did
Yeah.
very well. And when people see competition, they sit up there and like me, I'll give it up to even if I'm a competition. I'm gonna say, hey man, I don't care if I don't like you, man. All right, that's kind of good. Man.
I do that too. Like if I don't like somebody, even if I don't like you, if I like what you're wearing, I like clothing items. I notice things that I like, and I'll be like, oh, that's really cute. I'll compliment you on it because I don't have any, I don't have any issues with people doing that, with me doing that to people because it's nothing. Even if you don't compliment me on my stuff, I don't care. I wear what I want to wear. I like what I like. I'm very about me when it comes to clothes. And if I see something looking nice on somebody else, I'll compliment them because cute clothes are just everywhere. I don't care.
I'm trying to tell
But,
you.
rejection, let's go ahead and just go ahead and say that the thing with rejection, get over this aspect of the fear of rejection. Get over the pain that you feel. Like, try to find a way
Not
to do that.
everybody's gonna like you. Not
Exactly.
everybody, and they're not supposed to.
And you know what? Accept rejection.
If
Accept
everybody
it.
likes you, that'd be a problem. You
It
would
would.
have no life.
You wouldn't.
I'm like, thank you, another person.
You would be sitting there all in front of all these people's faces, and they'd probably be talking about you behind your back.
Oh yes.
So accept that. Accept rejection. Accept that not everybody's gonna be there for you. Not everybody is gonna like you, and be fine with that. Like, do you know how many people have rejected me recently? A good chunk of people. It's been a lot that hasn't.
I
It's
wouldn't
been a lot
say it's a
that's been
situation
like,
that they rejected you. How about you rejected them?
well, that too.
So
I've had a lot of
think
those situations.
let me tell you something. This is how it is. You can get attention if you went over there and begged for the attention. Yeah, that's the case in point. But you just say, hey, they wasn't into me, and I'm like, shit, I ain't gonna be into you either. I will
Exactly.
find, honey.
I'm good. And that's the thing. You have to be at that level of, oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm just gonna get back to what I enjoy doing by myself.
They'll be like, boy, bye. I'll be like, girl, I wasn't even here, so you can even say bye. Thank you.
I gave you a chance. You was like, oh no, okay, cool. Block and delete and move right on along because I'm not gonna be sitting here.
It's gonna that block button.
That's
gotta be
one of the things I do not like about people. Like if you reject me, okay, cool, I can move on, and then you can come back. Hey, what you doing? I thought we were at this place where you said you weren't interested, and I was okay with that. I thought that's what's going on, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just be okay. Make peace with rejection. Disappointment in the gay community. What Tired Ho tells me a lot to do when I'm talking to somebody and trying to date somebody is make sure you know their intentions and make sure that they're honest with their intentions. Like you let them know what you want out of them, and they should let you know what they want out of you. Like if you just want to sleep with that person, you think they're attractive in that aspect, let them know that. Like that's it. You don't have to. And if they don't want to be with you in that aspect or any aspect at all, oh, okay, I can give this to somebody else, and they'll enjoy it.
Exactly.
So like just know somebody's intentions. Be honest with your intentions. Know somebody else's intentions.
And
Like,
protect yourself.
oh yes,
Protect yourself, please.
do not sleep around with somebody and just be like, I'm gonna just do it. Well, I mean, that's somebody's kink, so whatever. I'm gonna still kink shame you, cause no, I'm not finna do all
Just
that.
be safe, you guys.
Yeah,
I mean, that one night can be in your life.
yep,
I mean, change your life around. It'll be
yeah.
that one time you just made that mistake. So,
And he
just
could be
please.
fine, but that
Oh,
does
and
not change.
that's the ones who do got it.
Ooh,
Look,
I can tell you a
so
story
do you want me to
about.
get into
No,
it?
I'm not going to. I'm just saying I can tell you a story, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, so just be careful,
Yeah,
and
love yourself. Love
yeah.
yourself enough to know your boundaries. No,
And
love
that
yourself
I'm
to
worth
know.
it.
Yeah.
And definitely, if they say they don't do condoms, then you got a problem.
Yes.
Run.
Run.
Bye.
No matter
Bye.
how fine he looks, no
Bye.
matter how
Bye.
great the whatchamacallit looks.
Bye.
I had that. I had two. One was my first ex. He did not like those at all, and we were. It was. I was young and stupid, and we would do it even then. And thankfully, I didn't catch nothing. I was like, oh my god, because he was a hoe. He was a 100%.
Okay.
He was very much no, because he was. He was.
Wow.
He was. I'm just saying.
It's a hoe. A hoe. A hoe.
Yes,
A
he was.
hoe. It's a
But
lot of hoe.
I was. That's one of those things. Is just protect yourself. Don't let somebody convince you to do something that you don't want to do, no matter what they look like, no matter how big it is, no matter how fat the booty
And
is.
it's more than
Nothing.
just
None of
physically
that.
protecting yourself, mentally protect yourself from
Yes.
don't take these guys too serious. Do not
Hmm.
let them get in their head. I feel like at any point in time you should be treated with respect at all times.
Yes.
There's no way where you have to sit up there and compromise
Beliefs.
your beliefs and feel like you're like a person just talk to you and don't do that. Don't
Yeah.
do that to you. You deserve better. You deserve the best. I know they say chivalry is dead. Well, we're gonna bring it alive if you want to be with me,
Yeah.
because you're
Exactly.
not gonna do. I mean, you're not saying you're asking for all. Like, just basically, don't disrespect me. Don't lie to me. Don't try to play me. Don't do that. Because
Yeah.
if I feel like and I find out you're doing that, we have an issue. And
Exactly.
I'm tired of these excuses. Oh, don't try to flip it on me, boo.
Hmm.
It's all
Ooh,
you.
I remember on this one show I was watching, the guy was, I think it was, I'm not going to say who it is because I forgot, but this guy and his wife, they went on this show and the subject was about cheating. And so it was like, the whole entire time he was blaming her for why he was cheating. He was sitting there like, I was so alone in life and at home that she was always at work. So I would go around and cheat. And it just was like all of her fault. And she was in there like, yeah, it was my fault. I had a job and, I had the kids and I was taking care of the kids instead of
Let me
taking
tell
care of
you
my man. And
something.
this, and I was like,
Let
and
me.
then the host was sitting there like, I mean, you went out and cheated, so isn't it also your fault that you went out and cheated? And it's like, well, I mean, no, it was her fault. It was her fault that I was cheating, it was my fault. Let him cheat. I allowed him to feel like he was single and allowed him to feel like he was alone, even though we were married. It was like, so he didn't have any part in that. Like none of that was his fault.
Girl, it is
But
no excuse. We're not gonna blame that. I believe the point of keeping your man entertained and doing what you got to do. Yeah, I do believe in that. But at the same time, it's no way that this person needs to sit up. I mean, give me the option if at least you can tell him, say, hey, look, I feel like cheating and I need, shoot, or just tell the person like, hey, look, I need some time with you because I'm just like, I'm really
yeah,
horny. And you get person like, oh, okay, well, wait a minute. Now, oh, they should have guessed that, or they're just too frightened to ask you, being a
we shouldn't
coward.
be too
That's just
frightened to
ridiculous.
ask, especially if we're together. I shouldn't
Exactly.
be too frightened to ask. I should be like, hey, look, you're coming here by 7. I better see you by 7, or you're not going to see any of me.
Lays up, no.
But yeah, it's one of those things where you just gotta talk to people. There you go. But in gay dating, talk to people. Talk to that person. Get to know them.
Know they friends. Get to know
Yes.
them. I'm telling
If you're
you.
dating them. If you're just trying to sleep with them, know your worth and what you want from that situation. Know what you want. Because I've had situations where guys was like, we're gonna do penetration. And I was like, well, I don't know how you're gonna do that. Maybe you're gonna penetrate your hand. I don't know.
Ooh.
It's not
And
happening.
definitely, And definitely at the point they don't want you to meet their friends.
Oh yes.
Don't be a well-kept secret, because if you kept in the dark, honey, they obviously not trying to be with you. They're trying to keep you way on the
Unless
sideline
you're
because they got
just
a main
unless you're
piece.
just friends with benefits. If you're just friends with benefits,
And
I don't want to meet you. I don't want to meet
oh
you.
yeah, if you're friends with, you don't need to meet nobody.
I don't want to meet nobody.
I don't need to meet your dog that's in your apartment. Put that mud outside. We don't need to meet.
I don't want to meet your parents. I don't want your parents being like, "Oh, are you dating my son?" I'm sleeping with him. I don't know.
I don't know if you want to join, but
I don't know if you wanted that. I don't know if you wanted to know all that information, but you did ask. And I was like, I'm going to be honest. I'm just honest,
Exactly.
But yeah, know your worth, period. No matter what. If you're dating somebody, know your worth. If you're just sleeping with them, know your worth. If you're just trying to be friends with people, know your worth. Know what you can handle. Know what you want. Know what you can stand. All of that. And carrying on to gay loneliness, kind of the same thing. Know your worth. Know what you want. Know the type of friends you want. Because you don't want nobody to be your friend and they, you tell them a secret. And next thing you know, everybody in the gay community is like, hey, so your friend told me about...
Well, for one thing, I'm not in the gay community for somebody to walk up there and tell me that.
Yeah.
Two, you're not going to come and tell me what somebody told you. I'm like, if that's the case, you need to get them.
Yeah.
Because I had a situation where that happened to a person, like, this person was, we were in a club, and, we chilling and all that, and they had this guy, and he... For one, it wasn't even hot enough to approach me. But I'm nice.
Yeah.
So I was like, and he just kept on staring at me. So then it came to the point, like, every time I turned around, like, I said, look, dude, I said, if you want to dance or something like that, like, you should ask me, instead of just standing in the corner staring. He was like, no, man, I'm good. Someone told me something about you. I say, well, boy, go by that person who told you some shit like that. And then I had to think about it. I say, well, who said something about me? I say, first of all, and this was the first time I started going out. I said, for one, I don't even be out like that. Mm-hmm. Two, who said it on me? And three,
and
whatever. Like, come on. I was like, and it showed me how the gay community, like, someone just made up a room about me or whatever case. Like, because I'm like, I do not know who can know me. And for one thing, to say anything bad about me. Because I'm like, I didn't even do nothing to nobody.
And I think that's probably
I
why
wasn't even sleeping with nobody
struggle
really.
with gay
like,
loneliness. That's probably why people struggle with gay loneliness, dealing with... Because the gay community is very, like we said earlier, shady, and they do stuff like that. Like
questionable
where they
things is the point of seeing a person, a friend, or dating somebody who have a bunch of friends. Because last time I checked, you ain't got a lot of friends.
Yeah.
I don't know who. Oh, that's my friend. That's my friend. Baby, that ain't your friend. It's called we just cool. Mm-hmm. We can have a good conversation.
Or you just sleeping with that person and you still want to sleep with them.
Yeah, so, well, I don't consider nobody who I'm friends with, I slept with now. But that be happening a lot in the gay community. Like, people just sleep with their friends. And I'm like, no, because I know, I remember I was talking to somebody, and I think it was somebody, and he kept on thinking, like, oh, did you sleep with him? I was like, no, that's my friend. Like, what? I say, like, well, now. I say, no, I know nowadays, but I'm like, that ain't this day, and ain't gonna ever be this day with me. I don't sleep with my friends. I say, if they're my friend, they're my friend. If there was a situation where I hooked up with them, they would not be having this phone number if I'm, first of all, done with them, or let alone in a relationship. So, what else we gotta talk about?
Exactly.
Because let's get the point. Friends with benefits doesn't really mean that we're really gonna be friends.
It really doesn't.
It just
means that I know you.
It's just that word that we just use. We are not.
It's a nice way of saying you are basically there for when my hand is not working enough.
Thank you.
But I mean, it's not as bad because you do still want to know the person. Like, you do still get to know them.
Yeah, you're not gonna be a shadow person. Like,
but you're not gonna be sitting here.
What's going on? Like,
you're not gonna be sitting here going, "Hey, you want to hang out and go out and get some pizza?" No.
Oh no, we're not doing all that.
No,
that is not for us. I think you need to do your thing because it's not getting that emotional connection. But still knowing the person, like, hey, how you doing? Like, you okay? All right, cool.
Get naked now.
Yeah, let's make that short. So get that in the point of friends benefits.
But yeah, all right, you guys. This was our show, The Dreggs of Dating.
Oh Lord, I think we hit a lot of topics, even beyond the topics.
No, they connected. I think. I hope.
Oh, they did connect, honey. Don't worry about that. They connected.
Okay.
Yes, we're making connections right here.
All right, whatever. Well, all right, you guys.
We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening.
Yes, to our craziness, to our debauchery.
Signing out. This is Tide Hope.
And this is, oh Lord. And this is the TL Show. Thanks, guys, for listening.
Bye.
Bye.